Sky come and give the high level pricing, but once we select a product, a lot of hidden costs are there, like implementation, customization. They should be very transparent. This is my base cost. Anyway, we catch up that in the vendor evaluation. But how many companies as a practice to do those things? So we ensure the TCO model for next 3 years or 5 years. What my friend has said. We do that, but this is one thing like we expect the vendor community to share the transparently what are the hidden costs.
When we are choosing the product, at that time their pre-sales teams come. Actually, at the same time, whosoever is implementation partner is there or their team should be with us since from the beginning. And they themselves should implement it. Maybe the partner, but they should be since from beginning. Normally, what happens? The pre-sales team comes, they tell us something else. Maybe POC also they will do. And when the actual implementation is there, at that time various feature will not work because of the expertise. So the same team should continue till the end.
So one is we would prefer the product guys rather than the sales guys because they would be able to explain the product much better and it won't be a sales pitch. I'm just talking from CISO's perspective, and this is what we have discussed many times. Now, the sales guy would just talk about the product at a very high level, and we don't come to know what are the functionalities in the product. The product guy can explain the product, we can ask him questions and see whether it is relevant for us or not.
So most of the time we have seen that the vendor approaching to the client with the solution, and then he brings along a partner. And in the middle, when there is some hiccup in the implementation process, the vendor raises his hand, showing that he is incapable of doing it. So what we expect as a client is that the ownership for the implementation part should lie with the product vendor and not just being shared between the two, because then the client is in the soup. We want the entire ownership to be vetted only with the one person, which is the product part.
Along with the good points, they need to also tell the drawbacks of the system.
Most likely they will not say, but what they speak will have much more trust in us if they speak through one of the CISOs who has implemented their product.
The solution provisioning which are more suitable to that particular business line and that industry, not as a generic thing. Because something is very much applicable to X business sector may not be applicable to Y business sector.
I feel they should create labs and they should demonstrate the products in a lab, not just a static presentation as to what the product features are, but what the product is actually capable of doing. I think that would really help.
When they do a pitch, maybe they can focus on two things. One is instead of PPTs, have a product in action rather than just having it there and expect us to go there. And probably have the customers, as somebody else said, have customers speak at one of these events so that we can question the customer as to what or not.
We talk about the concept of whole product integration, where there's a product and then there's a solution. So vendor should come with both. A, this is the price of the product, and this is how we deploy it and engage with you in the life cycle of the product. Okay. That is the solution.
My perspective is this, that whenever there's evaluation that I'm looking at, first thing that I try and gauge out is that how willingly the vendor is going forward gonna be with me as a partner, in the whole journey. Not just doing the sales, not just providing me an executable solution and then after sales support, but what value that vendor is bringing on the table for me. And is he willing to walk the same path of success with me as an organization? If that is achieved, I'll probably miss out on a couple of things and go with this main thing first.
Vendor needs to behave not like vendor but as a partner.
Many times what happens is the sales guys come and sell the product, and you may even do a POC and the POC goes through. And when you actually implement and when you start having issues, you find that the support infra is not good on the vendor side, technology provider side, and then you're stuck.